Hello everyone, today we're talking massive spoilers for Peacemaker Season 2 and massive spoilers for the DCU future in general. So now we all know that Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, was left in Salvation World or Dimension. But you are probably all wondering, what is Salvation? Well, luckily I've read the Salvation Run comic book series, so you don't have to. So today we're going to be talking about that series and how we think that reflects on the DCU going forward. So Salvation Run was a 7-issue series running from 2007 to 2008. And just like in Peacemaker, Rick Flag as well as Amanda Waller decide to create an open world prison to put all of the horrendous villains in. Across each issue, more and more villains get added to the massive roster of characters that get added to this Salvation world. From Killer Croc to Captain Cold to Bane to Cheetah. Literally so many people get thrown onto this world. And most of the story is about how these villains interact with each other, and mostly splitting into two very distinct parties. One run by Lex Luthor and one run by the Joker. As you'd imagine, Lex Luthor is the one trying to find a way off this planet, where Joker is all about the chaos and just randomly attacking, killing, and sometimes even eating whatever he defeats. All the while, the mystery of what this place actually is slowly being unveiled, and it's not till the last 2 issues really that we find out what this planet actually is. But we will get to that in a minute. All among the chaos of Lex and Joker, there's some other little story beats that are happening as well, such as Martian Manhunter being disguised as Blockbuster, infiltrating the planet to see what it really is all about, Vandal Savage taking 3 women off to his own little secluded place of the island in an attempt to reproduce and procreate on this new planet. Very suspect, Vandal Savage. And all while this is happening, we come to realise that there are some very strange creatures on this planet. Some all-out mechanical and some half-beast, half-robot. All these things periodically attack these villains day in, day out, meaning they never get a moment's rest. But mostly there is just a hell of a lot of violent, fun, and great interactions between all of these villains. They really do not hold back on the violence in this one. But eventually, yes, we do discover what this place actually is. It is not Salvation. It is actually a place they dub Hell World. In a really cool twist, we find out this is actually a parademon training world, where Desaad and all the Apocalyptian foe send their parademons to train up to become meaner and more brutal. Hence why these strange creatures are on this world, always waiting for a battle to happen at any moment. Finally, without the Joker's help, Lex Luthor and friends find a way with the little tech they have available to them, and they create a portal back to their Earth. But in a fantastic ending, Lex Luthor plants a bomb just as he's leaving the portal, which explodes and blows up all those parademons and all those creatures that are following, leaving us with our final wonderful scenes of seeing all these creatures just chowing down on all the leftover villains that did not survive and did not escape Hell World, as well as leaving poor Martian Manhunter, who's discovered to be a hidden mole just left to die on the planet, covered in fire. You know, his biggest weakness. And that is pretty much what the story is. But how do we think that reflects on what James Gunn has planned for the DCU? So I think Lex Luthor is 100% involved. I feel like all of this will culminate in the Man of Tomorrow film. So as we've heard, Man of Tomorrow is supposed to be a duo film between Lex Luthor and Superman himself. So my idea would be that Lex Luthor maybe lures Superman onto the Salvation world, or maybe it is decided that Rick Flag needs to put Superman onto this Salvation world. Either way, I feel like Lex Luthor will somehow end up there too. Whether on his own or with Superman, it will be him with a whole team of random villains trying to escape Salvation. Plus Peacemaker will be there too. This whole concept just feels so James Gunn. Think Suicide Squad with the random array of villains in that, the violence between them, the fun banter, and we can probably even expect some of these villains to appear in Man of Tomorrow too. Any one of the amazing characters that are in Suicide Squad. It'll be a perfect opportunity to introduce some smaller villains that James Gunn thinks may be a little bit more expendable, that can debut as cannon fodder. And the more and more I was reading this story, I just thought this is so ripe for a James Gunn film. It just feels so perfect. I don't necessarily think we're going to get a Joker reveal, but it could be pretty cool to see a Martian Manhunter, undercover agent maybe. But ultimately it feels like the perfect battleground to have a Lex Luthor and Superman team up where they're both stuck in an inescapable situation, which means that they really have to work together to get out of it. And my god, it would be a wonderful way to just get a slight introduction to Darkseid, showing this planet as a parademon training ground. It would just be a nice little hint towards a future that has an apocalyptic foe. But what do you think? What did you think of the end of Peacemaker? What did you think of Salvation Run? And what do you think we're going to see in the future of the DCU? Let me know in the comments. I hope you like this video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon.